Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment and say hi and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're just going to jump in. We didn't have any specific jumpers. All I heard this morning was turn over the deck. We do have this King of Cups in the reverse, which lets me know you may have someone kind of coming out of the woodwork to express feelings to you. This might be someone you don't expect it from. I feel like this person has a depth of emotion, one that maybe they don't share with a lot of people, but they want to share it with you. They want to let you know that they have feelings for you. They could be coming in very soon to express that. Let's see if we get more on that. I'm kind of curious. Do we have more on that, Spirit? Yeah, they want to bring that wish closer. It's like you're a wish, and you've probably been a wish in this person's mind for a really long time. But with that star in reverse, it's like, you know, when the stars are in the upright, it's far away. It's a wish that you want to come true, but they want to bring it closer to them in the reverse. I feel like they may have even tried to go off in search of finding emotional fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment somewhere else. They might have even been in another connection, and one that was quite serious. I feel like they had to leave that connection and go off in search of what they truly need. I feel like they found you. And I feel like you might have been actually a surprise on this person's journey. I feel like they maybe stepped into something more committed because maybe it was logical, or it seemed like a logical choice. I don't feel like there was actually a ton of emotion involved in this. It maybe looked like a stable connection, or it made sense. Maybe they have children with someone, or maybe they were dating someone with children and the children got really attached to them. So they just figured, you know, it seems like the right type of choice. And maybe it made them happy for a time. I just feel like it didn't hold the passion. It didn't hold the love. And I feel like this person ended up becoming single again. And I feel like they learned a lot from that. I feel like maybe they kind of learned to love themselves all on their own. And I feel like they realized maybe how important love actually is. I feel like when this person looks at you, collective, they see love, or the ability to have a loving connection with you. They may be a little nervous about jumping into this with you. They may actually see you as being the type that wants a commitment, and perhaps another commitment may be a little scary for this person. So I feel like that might be the reason they haven't kind of jumped in yet. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like, you know, they're over the past, which is good. And they know that there's still 2 emotional cups to be had here. These cups could be filled. So they know there's still opportunity for emotional fulfillment in the future. I feel like this person is more balanced now. I feel like this kind of reminds me, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse kind of reminds me of the Temperance card in the upright. It's like being really balanced, being emotionally stable. So having one foot in the water where we understand and we know our emotions, to having one foot on land and really balancing ourselves out with our logical mind and our emotional mind. So that's how I'm kind of seeing this. Like I said, I feel like this person's whole all on their own. I feel like they've really been kind of looking into you. I'm surprised we didn't get that Knight of Swords. But I feel like with this Page of Cups, you might hear that this person is single, or you might hear that this person has asked about you, maybe to mutual friends, or for some of you, I'm getting, you might figure out that they're asking maybe a psychic or a card reader kind of for information on you. I feel like they might not know whether or not you're single or if they can actually offer you that cup. I feel like they really want to. I hear, what do you offer the person who has everything? And then I'm hearing Little Mermaid in the background. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? So that song, whatever that song is, girl who has everything. I feel like they don't know what to offer you. I feel like they know you're whole all on your own, and I feel like they see you as being full of love, especially with this Queen of Cups here. And I feel like they're wondering if their offer of emotion would be enough to get you to see them. I don't know why. I do kind of get the feeling that this person feels maybe a little invisible when it comes to you and your site, and where you might be focused on what you're creating. I feel like, yeah, you know, I do kind of feel like this is your energy collective, whether you're masculine or feminine. I do feel like you're kind of Queen of Swords and kind of Queen of Cups at the same time. And I know we kind of think that's impossible, like to be these two queens at once, you know, this loving and then this very logical cut you off type of energy. But not really. I mean, if you think about it, the Empress is the Queen of Queens, right? So she embodies all of the queens. I do feel like this person looks at you and is wondering whether they step towards you on what day, what time. Are you going to be in this energy or this energy? Or are you going to be fair about hearing them out in their offer? I don't know if this person is maybe turned you down in the past, or maybe didn't give you the time of day in the past. Maybe you tried to get this person's attention. I mean, the reason I was going to say, I don't really know the reason. And I kind of want to stutter and stammer. It's like, I almost feel like I don't know how to explain myself. And I don't know if I'm standing in this person's energy. Like, they wouldn't know what to say or how to explain themselves. If this was a situation from the past where they maybe acted out in a strange way, or they didn't give you the opportunity that you were asking for, it could be a result from them not really knowing themselves, or not being ready, or feeling insecure. They might be have a really hard time explaining. Yes, I'm still stammering over my words. As to what would be the right way to kind of explain themselves without almost embarrassing themselves or making themselves feel small in front of you. I feel like that's what this person doesn't want to do. It could have been the fact that they didn't have a lot to offer you physically, and maybe they felt that that's what you were looking for, something more stable, somebody who maybe already had a foundation growing underneath their feet, and maybe I hear a luscious one, so I don't know if it was one that was kind of like maybe family wealth or something like that. They might have actually been kind of making it look like they had more than they did. And maybe they thought they hooked you on a false pretense, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like this person really didn't want you to find out that they weren't who they were projecting to be. That's for some, not for all, but I am kind of getting that for someone. Yeah, I feel like maybe this person was still trying to figure out where they were heading, how they were still going to make this fortune for themselves. I feel like, again, this kind of has earth sign read. The one I did this morning, I am kind of seeing a tether, so there could be an earth sign involved in here. Doesn't have to be, of course, but I am kind of seeing that energy here, where this person wants kind of wanted to show you where they were heading, because they knew they have the drive to get there, to accumulate this Ten of Pentacles in the upright. But I feel like maybe in the past they were projecting that they were there before they actually had gotten there. And maybe they thought that that's why you were interested in them, not because of who they are, which I kind of feel like is your thing. Like I feel like you kind of have everything on your own, seeing as you're standing in this double queen energy here, that you have a lot all on your own. So maybe they thought that you were just looking to acquire more, and maybe they were nervous about that because they didn't actually had what they were projecting. at that time. But I feel like this person has every ability to either create that or has already created that. So this could be a past situation. I am hearing timeline. So this could be different for everyone. Yeah, look, now they want to come in and share that they have emotion. Or maybe they were emotional about the fact that they couldn't kind of come towards you in the past because they didn't feel like enough, or they didn't feel they had enough for you. That could be for some. I feel like you're very understanding. I feel like you're a very nurturing person, and I feel like you'd give this person the floor to explain themselves. I think they're just worried that this Queen of Swords would become this King of Swords and they'd, cut them off. And I don't feel that way. I feel like this Queen of Swords is very fair. I feel like she's been through a lot. She's transformed a lot in her life. And I feel like she's also been through a lot. This is a woman scorned. She could have been married previously. Or I say she because it's the queen, but could be she, he, doesn't matter. It's just the energy of. This could be someone scorned in the past. This could be someone who's divorced. But I feel like this person's just worried that you're going to cut them off. And they're worried because they have feelings for you. I feel like they don't want to have to compete. And I don't know if this person feels comfortable in competing for your time or your effort or your energy. Yeah, I feel like that's why they hold back. They do have this arrows of love in reverse. So it's like, I feel like they're not speaking up on the fact that they're passionate about you. They have this depth of feeling and they want to share it. They just haven't done that yet. Yeah, there could have been a tower between the two of you in the past, and that could have stalled all this forward movement. I feel like they really see you as being the right type of person. Maybe they didn't see you this way in the past. Look, I feel like if we keep going here, we've got all these queens out here, and I feel like what it really comes down to is this person realized maybe when they were turning you down in the past that you had more. So you might have been looking at yourself thinking that you didn't measure up to what they were looking for, but I feel like they were looking at you thinking they didn't measure up. So there could have been something where both of you kind of felt like maybe you weren't good enough for each other. It was an insecure thing. I feel like there's been a lot of growth since then. We have all four queens out here, collective, and I do feel like all four queens are you in this situation. I feel like, and if we talk about all four queens, we've got Queen of Queens, Empress energy here. I feel like you keep getting more powerful. I feel like with every passing year, or it seems like every time this person turns around, you're showing another diamond facet of yourself and showing how valuable you actually are. And I feel like it may make this king, even though he's accomplished much, he's not that emperor yet. Do I think he's heading in that right direction? Absolutely. Again, it's that I'm heading in the right direction. I'm going to be the person that you need. I could really be that person if you just give me a little bit of time. And I feel like it's not like those other ones that where you see them and they have the potential, but they never rise to it. I feel like this one has the potential and they are actively seeking to become. And I feel like not just because they want to impress you, but because they actually want it for themselves. And I feel like that's the difference here, collective. I feel like, yeah, I feel like this person's going to make that offer. I feel like the decision isn't made yet to step towards you, but they see you in such a high light and they're really trying to rise to get to your level or to be the level. Yeah. They're hoping to see things with a little more clarity before they jump in. I feel like every time they look into you, you're doing better than you were before. And it's like they feel like they finally get to your level and they're like, oh crap, they've raised it up. They've raised up the bar again. They've jumped another platform and they're on a whole new level. And this person's like, God, I got to catch up again. I feel like this person is a little too caught up. Yeah, they're a little too stuck in their mind about not being enough for you. I feel like you would look at this person and think, wow, amazing person. Look at that. They really have that. They've got that passion, that forward movement. They're really making great strides in their life. They want to be someone. And I feel like they also want to be someone for you. I feel like you would look at this person and be like, beautiful, chef's kiss, like absolutely awesome. But they just have to kind of see it within themselves that they're ready and that they are enough. I don't know if you know who this person is right now. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah. I feel like it's coming. Collective, I feel like it's coming. This could be coming, I want to say in the next month. I would say from now through the next month, this person could be coming to you. Yeah, look at that. This is what they want. They want that 10 of Cups lifestyle with you. I feel like this person really does have a depth of love for you. I feel like maybe they've had it all along, but it may be, I feel like you've been the wish all along. And they really do. I mean, if we go back to the beginning of the reading, they really want to bring this wish into fruition. They want it to become their reality. And I feel like they're really going to go for it. They just kind of have to give themselves a boost. That action or oriented energy kind of has to come through them. I feel like it's just going to hit them one day and they're just going to step forward. Yeah, look, we've got that Magician in the upright and that passionate King of Wands from the beginning. I love it. Definitely coming through. You've definitely got somebody who really sees you. I love that. I love that they see your value. And I'll be even happier when this person sees their own value. And I feel like they might actually see it through your eyes, collective, which is a really beautiful gift to see someone and to tell them how you see them. I feel like this person might need to actually know that you see that in them. I feel like it'll give them more confidence to see it in themselves. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Let me take a sip. A little grounding energy there. All right. What do we have? This feels like something. Hopeful. All right. Someone has a hopeful outlook. But I hear the future's bright. They may be quiet at this time. I feel like this is someone who's looking into you for the future. They may actually have been going through, or this could be either coming out on the other side of it just now, like a karmic battle with someone, or this is something they've come out of just a little while ago and are looking towards you, collective. I feel like they've learned a lot through this journey here. My world. Yeah, I do kind of feel like this person feels like, I feel like the more they suffered through this karmic battle, the more they realized you're their world. I do feel like this is a past person who's coming back in, or someone you had something with. It doesn't have to, when I say past person, it doesn't have to be an ex that you had a huge falling out with. This could have been someone from your past that you know. That's what I mean by past person, or you know of. You might not have an actual full past with this person. I do feel like this person has feelings for you, or has developed feelings for you over the course of time. I feel like they went through a healing process. I feel like the more that they go through this process, the more that they realize you're the type of person they want in the world. They've been silent for now. For some, there's something that they need forgiveness for, and they may be asking you for that. Yeah, this person wants to be close to you. This is the Hold Me card and the Need You card. I feel like this person feels like you're the right fit. And I feel like I hear I've searched the world over. So I don't know if this person has been through many karmic experiences or been with a lot of different soulmates and realized that, I don't know if they did that because they tried to get you off their mind. For some, that's the story that I'm getting, is this person hopped around so much and they kept themselves so busy because they felt like they couldn't have you. And they tried to hop from person to person, but I feel like ultimately what it comes back to is this person didn't have feelings for all of those others, not like they have for you. Now, they could have cared about some of these soulmates, some of these karmic situations that they were in. But I feel like there's a different type of love between you and this person. And I do feel like it's more on a spiritual basis. So that could be why it feels different to this person. I feel like, maybe in the past they couldn't really put their finger on what it was that they were so drawn to when it comes to you. I feel like they've had tons of signs. I feel like this person has made a promise to themselves that they were going to actually take a chance on you. Just to find out where it's going to go. Either it's going to go somewhere or it's not, but at least they'll know is kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like there has been time apart in this situation. We've got divine timing and we've got new beginnings. Yeah, I do feel like, and again, we have that sorry. I do feel like that for some of you, there could be an apology in order. For others of you, I feel like this is just maybe, and I'm sorry it took so long to get back to you. And I'm sorry it took me so long to figure out what I needed or what I wanted or that I needed you, kind of like that. I feel like this person looks at you as being a blessing in their life, and maybe you attract blessings into their life. I feel like when they were in your energy, they felt more blessed. They felt like they were seen. They felt heard. They felt loved. But I feel like there was that time of separation, that time apart. And I feel like maybe they realized that a lot of the energy that they were kind of thriving off of, collective, was yours. I feel like you were providing that to them and they were utilizing that energy to go off in search of something else. And maybe you understood that. I feel like you started in turn to just follow your bliss. And when you took your attention and your energy off of this person, I feel like they really started to realize where all that good vibes was coming from. Collective, I do feel like it was coming from you. And I feel like it was because this is the way you live. You follow your bliss. You create new beginnings. You're kind of magnet for blessings. And I feel like it's the way you move. It's the way you live. It's your vibration itself. And I don't know if this person was maybe believing that they created this energy for themselves. I don't know. I feel like maybe they realized they had to start living like you to create the type of vibration that you show up in. I feel like you were really disheartened by this, but I feel like you turned in another direction and just kept going towards your hopes, your dreams. Yeah, following your passions. I feel like you were waiting for an I love you. You were waiting to hear the truth of this person's feelings. I feel like you might have known, collective, that this person loved you before they knew it. I really do think that this might be a case of this is the first time this person has ever experienced actual love or what it felt like. And I feel like it frightened this person into running in another direction. I feel like it wasn't something they could accept at the time. They weren't ready for it. And that might have been hurtful to you as well. There could be reasons why this person feels like they need to apologize. Yeah. They might have felt crushed under expectations. Like maybe what you were saying that you needed was something they thought they couldn't rise to become. So it's like inevitably you were just going to be disappointed in the person that they were. Or maybe they thought that maybe you were kind of boosting this person and saying all that you've seen in them. And because they couldn't see it in themselves, they thought they were going to let you down, or they were going to feel embarrassed when you saw them fully and they didn't have what you thought they had, is kind of how they felt. Like they just weren't going to measure up to what you needed or who you thought they were. And instead they ran in another direction. It wasn't that they didn't want you or didn't love you or didn't care. It was the fact that they were feeling insecure about who they were as a whole. They thought maybe you were seeing something in them that wasn't there, and then they were going to be embarrassed about it or feel crappy because it wasn't something they could become, So I feel like they were crushed under the weight of or what they assumed your expectations was when it came to them. Our love is real. And I feel like they might be finally getting to that thought or have been there for a while. Like I understand it now. I understand that our love is real and that, you know, maybe what I was chasing in the past was just distractions because I was too scared to actually kind of face what this love is. I was figuring out what was illusion and what wasn't. Yeah. I do feel like, yeah, this person might just be showing up very soon. Might be surprising you. Yeah, wanting. I feel like this person might be coming out of the blue. Oh, we have a jumper. And I think I have to get it. Let's see. Oh no, what is it? What's it say? Divine guidance. Yeah, I do feel like this person could be following their divine guidance. They could just show up and it might be a surprise. Yeah, they might be saying all that they've never said before, what's been unspoken. I feel like it's the unspoken truth, and I feel like both of you actually feel what this is, and it really what it kind of boils down to. I feel like this is spiritual love, this is physical love, this is like, it's love on every level, basically, in this divine soul connection, whatever this is here, whatever name you want to put on it. I feel like you're not wrong, whatever name you want to put on it. There's a powerful love here, and one that I feel like spans lifetimes and is, I feel like the truth of it is that the love is real. And that's what it comes down to. This is like unconditional love, and I feel like it's a pure form of it, and to find it in the physical, I feel like is what kind of throws people off, because this is a rare thing. This is not something you can find with everyone. It's like if you experience unconditional love once in your life, you should feel blessed, because that's not something that is a normal experience, unfortunately, right? Yeah, that spark. I feel like that's a divine spark there. I really love this energy. I feel like this person could be showing up very soon. I want to say throughout the spring and into early summer, you could have this person showing up. I feel like they might be showing up with an apology and coming in speaking their truth. I feel like they're going to get to the point where I don't want to say that they're not afraid anymore, but I do want to say that they're not going to let fear stop them. It's like they're going to do it brave. And I feel like, you know, everybody thinks bravery is the absence of fear. That's not it at all. Bravery is doing something even when you are afraid. That's what real bravery is. The absence of fear, that's a little frightening. You know, I don't know. I just feel like this person's going to get it. They're going to be coming in your direction. All right, let's take a little sip. Gorgeous energy, but do need a little grounding after that one. All right, let's see what we've got. Am I holding it in reverse? As usual. Okay, we have the earthworm here. Let's see. I felt like I was planted. I don't know if someone had to go through the darkness to find their own light. Yeah, I feel like this person's been calling out from a dark place for quite a while. All right, Spirit. I kind of feel like, I do kind of feel like Spirit is just saying that you may be feeling someone tugging on your energy. I feel like you may feel it occasionally, that this person tugs on your energy, or they show up in your dreams. I feel like this person's soul is kind of calling out to you, even if they're physically in the physical every day, not calling out to you. I feel like part of their soul is, and I feel like you know that. Yeah. I feel like the reason this person doesn't reach out to you, I feel like this person actually tries to deter you from reaching out to them. I feel like this person has a lot of snakes around them. And I feel like they're almost drowning in it. They're still trying to go within and do the work. And I feel like they are to some extent. I do feel like this person moves more comfortably in shadow energy. I do feel like I'm hearing divine counterpart. So I do feel like this is someone's divine counterpart. And I feel like you may be in a high light quotient. I feel like you kind of embody that. And I feel like this person is still divine, but they operate in the darkness. And I feel like they do because they have people that they need to inspire in that level of darkness. And I feel like they're very protective over you. You might think this person is trying to keep you away because they don't care about you, because they're not interested. The reality is, this person cares for you very much. And I feel like it takes everything they have not to reach out to you, not to pull you into their world, their shadowed world. I feel like they have a lot of snakes around them and they don't want you getting bit. They know you operate out of light and they know you have something to do, something important to do. And they know that they don't want to be the one that pulls you down out of that light. And I feel like right now they just know that they got to keep you moving in your own direction. I feel like they know what you do is important, or the lives that you're touching are important. And so they keep their distance. I feel like, I almost want to say begrudgingly, they keep their distance. I feel like if you didn't have higher things to do, for divine, like if you weren't acting as a lighthouse, this person would have come towards you a long time ago. Yeah, they see you as that beacon. And they need you to keep on shining, because I feel like you shining inspires them to keep doing what they do. And I feel like they kind of want to help the snakes around them. And really, that is divine work. It really is. Knowing that you're dealing with these really low-lying, toxic, or negative people and shining the light there where it needs to be. I feel like you may actually still consider this person to be almost on a toxic level, or very snappy or very bitey. I just kind of get that, like, they fit with these people, but they also would fit with you. And I feel like that's the problem for this person. I feel like they're really fighting their inner, it's like parts of their soul are reaching out. Yeah, it's like, you know, how can you blame them? I feel like this is you, collective. I feel like you're this phoenix fire, and I feel like you just keep shining bright and you keep glowing brighter and brighter and brighter. And I feel like it inspires this person to keep growing, you know, to keep going within. And I feel like every time you bump up, they go within and they grow a little more and they shine it to the people around them. I think they're worried that you wouldn't be able to handle yourself around these snakes, like you're too soft, or I feel like they don't really know that you're a dragon soul. I feel like they'd be really surprised. I feel like you may show up as like this lamb energy, or this, okay, so you might show up, or they might show up as this bear energy. Actually, I kind of feel like this is them. I feel like you might show up in that lamb energy, but underneath of that, there's a dragon, right? I feel like that's kind of how you show up. I feel like this person is big and formidable, and I feel like they have softness for you. I feel like specifically, this is a soul connection. This is a really spiritual connection. I want that, whatever it is. Yeah, again, I feel like that soul, it sings to you and you feel it. And that's why you keep turning towards this person like, are you ready yet? I feel like this person thinks that they're only meant to almost be tortured by the thought of you. It's like you're there, but you're out of reach. And you're out of reach because they said so. Like, they're like, no, I'm not pulling that soft lamb into this pit of snakes, into this pit of cobras. I'm not doing it. Even me, my sharp teeth, my sharp tongue might be too much for them. And I could hurt this person. And because I love this person, and because I'm soft for this person, I'm going to keep them away to protect them. And that's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like you might not realize this. You might think this person doesn't want you around, but I feel like when they allow their mind to wander, it goes to you, collective. I feel like it wanders to you. I feel like they'd run to you if they could. I feel like this person's been trying to walk through that desert. And I feel like they're trying to walk this path, and it's lonely for this person. They have what they need, but I feel like if they could have what they want, they'd race to you. I feel like this person is enlightened, but like I said, they're enlightened, right? But they're bottom feeder. They're in that energy, or that's where they're staying in that energy because they know they have work to do there. I feel like this person doesn't know. It's like they view you as this light, airy energy, this really inspiring, soft but powerful energy, this magical energy. And I feel like they look at you as being something more pure that they don't want to tarnish. They feel like their energy, and I hear begrudgingly, they feel like their energy would tarnish who you are. They feel like they've got this shark energy, and they're circling that golden egg, right? It's not that they're not passionate for you. And I feel like this person has been transforming. I feel like so many times they've wanted to speak up about maybe spiritual topics because I feel like they're very interested in those, and I feel like this person has been going at it alone. They've been taking kind of cues from you and maybe learning lessons from you and applying them to see if they can. I feel like they're almost trying to up these people's energy enough so that you wouldn't be uncomfortable, trying to grow the people around them just a little bit more so maybe they could come in your direction. I feel like they're almost biting their own tongue because they want to speak out. So interesting. Yeah, this could be a twin flame situation, or a really high level soulmate. I feel like they see themselves as being too dark for you, but they are kind of taking cues from you. Yeah, I feel like there's the dark and the light. And this person is your mirror soul. There's no doubt about it. Trust this person. I feel like if they feel within themselves that they get the okay, they'll come towards you. Yeah, here's that dragon. You know what it's going to take? It's going to take this person to see your dragon. I don't know how that's going to happen. You're going to have to go from lamb to dragon. And I'm not saying change yourself, but I feel like there's something about you that's going to happen that's really going to show. It's going to show your depth of emotion and that you're this dragon. I hear, watch out, she spits flames. So I do feel like there is some sort of a powerful energy within you. And I feel like if they see that you'd be able to handle your own within this group of people and you wouldn't be pulled down because of it, they'd be more apt to opening up to you, to maybe pulling you in little by little to see if it's okay. I feel like this person doesn't want to disrupt you, your purpose, and your light. And that's why they stay kind of away. I feel like they keep tabs on you. They truly do love you. I feel like this person loves you, and it's not even a question for this person. I feel like they know it. You know it. I really love this energy. I actually feel like there's some balance going on here. Divine might actually be kind of balancing this out between the two of you. And this is like, it's like a scale, and they're just adding a little more and adding a little more, and the scales keep going like this. And I feel like little by little, they're going to show this person your power. And I feel like it will convince this person to be able to let you in. I feel like right now they're not confident that they wouldn't be a burden to you, or the people around them wouldn't be a burden to you. But make no mistake, they're also on a mission, and they also have people to rise up. They have people that they need to take care of, just like you have soul work to do. They also have it to do, and they can't abandon their work just because they love you, right? They have to keep going through and hoping that these paths will converge further on up the way. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for this. Wow, the energy is just, I want to say magical, but it's so powerful. So just know that if it doesn't come in for you yet, it still could. Okay? Wow. Woo-wee. Wow. Okay. Here we go. All right. What do we have for the collective? What do we have for the collective, Spirit? Shocking. Shocking depth. I want to say, for those of you who don't think you're on this big, bright, beautiful spiritual path, which is hilarious to me, because you just haven't seen yourself very clearly yet. I feel like a lot of you may be just starting out on this journey. Congratulations for stepping on. I feel like you're really going to do great things. You really are, in your own right, in your own light, in your own lane. I feel like you're really going to shine. And I feel like you haven't realized the depth. Maybe you're going to be diving into yourself very soon. You'll be seeing your importance and your value. I feel like Spirit's going to make you very, very aware that you are actually on this spiritual path. I feel like you may be drawn to readings and you listen to them and you think, well, that's not me. I feel like yet. Add that yet there, because I feel like Spirit is probably going to be diving in on you next. I feel like, or having you dive deep next. I feel like you're the next to be kind of coming online. Yeah, we had Pride, but we have it in reverse. Okay, so somebody may be getting ready to go through an ego death. Stay strong. Ego deaths can be difficult, but it's absolutely necessary to walk the spiritual path. You have to know you're not free from fault, and that you make mistakes too, and that you can be held responsible too. And I feel like, you know, this isn't about spiritual narcissism. We don't walk through life thinking we're better than others. We walk through life knowing that we're here to serve. So that's the difference. If you ever want to know if someone is on the spiritual path, you could ask them a few questions. I feel like you'd know very quickly whether or not someone is, you know, into their spiritual path. I feel like there's an arrogance that's missing. Some might think there is an arrogance until they ask specific questions. It's like, would you ever do this just to get famous? No. The answer is no. I feel like I don't tell people my name, and I don't show my face, because it's not about me. It's about the energy, the reading, the spiritual enlightenment that I can share through me from Divine. It's not my energy. Divine gives me this energy because I'm here to work for Divine, right? So there's a difference. There's this lack of pride. There's this thankfulness and gratitude for being able to do what I do, but not ego. I don't look at myself as being better than anyone. I am a humble teacher. That's what I am. And I really think others of you will kind of come to this type of energy further on down your path. I feel like you're at the beginning of it. Let me just tell you, it is a beautiful way to be. I'm not above anyone. I'm here for everyone. And I feel like that's the difference. I feel like that's how you'll know and be able to recognize a real spiritual teacher. They're not here trying to prove that they're above you. They're here trying to boost you so you can get where you're going So you can be proud of you. Yes, we can be proud of ourselves, and that's not ego pride. We can be proud of how far we've come, and we can celebrate that. That's not ego pride. Ego pride is like when you are so proud about what you've done that you try to make others feel small because of how high you've risen. That's ego pride. We don't want to go there. And I feel like there is a sense of a breaking down coming up for you as you dig deep. I feel like you'll see it in little ways. Spirit will be trying to break down the ego pride, depending on how much of it you have. Just know that you'll come out on the other side. Yeah, it's a healing process. It's not, I hear my apologies. Look, it can be a painful thing to go through this spiritual awakening. You know, they kind of show pictures of spiritual awakening like it's sunshine, rainbows, and unicorn farts. That's not the case. It's painful. Sometimes it's hard work. There are tears involved, and sometimes really ugly tears. Okay? That's part of allowing that release to happen. We have curse in reverse. Some of you could be ridding yourselves and your family lines of generational vibrations that you're carrying. Some people call them generational curses. I don't tend to call them curses. I feel like it's just you get to a point and you know you're the one who's going to switch that up. It's the buck stops here energy. You might have that or be that person in your family that is cleansing that energetic line there of things that are coming down the way. So that could be for some. And in order to do that, we have to kind of stand less in our ego. It's not to get rid of it altogether. That ego or part of our ego, right, and our shadow side keeps us safe. We want to keep that intact. We want it to still be there to keep us safe as an alerting type of system, but we don't want to be acting out of ego. So, you know, sometimes it rises so much because we need that as a shield when we're out in the world, right? We put that mask on that we're this person and we're more powerful. And sometimes, you know, that energy sits in there and it kind of becomes us. And then we come to a point where Spirit's like, okay, it's time to wake up, but now we need to shed that layer because there needs to be a sense of vulnerability that has to come in to balance things out. And that's that ego death, right? So essentially we learn, we go through life, we learn, and then we unlearn, and we learn, and we unlearn. And, you know, that's just kind of how we go through it. Influences. Yeah, it's like those influences around us, they kind of shape us. And then depending on all of our experiences, there are certain things that we learn from those influences around us that we have to release and relinquish from our peers. Yeah. Third parties and through attachments. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that will be falling away for you. It could be something about lust and relationships could also be falling away. Perhaps the way you look at others or the way you see relationships could be another thing that's going to be changing. You could see this through different eyes. Let's see. Yeah, and beauty. I feel like, yeah. All right. I feel like your true beauty is going to shine through, whether masculine or feminine. You guys are all beautiful souls. I do feel like you might get to a limit or a breaking point or feel like this is the final straw, but I feel like you are just becoming more of your beautiful self. I feel like there's going to be a lot that you're going to experience along this journey. Yeah, confessions as well. Coming clean. Yeah, you know, you might have to go back and apologize for some things you've done. Maybe after you've done some level of healing, you might look back and think, wow, the way I treated that person was not okay. And maybe I won't be okay until I rectify that, until I fix what I've done, or at least try, you know? And I feel like that could happen as well. You could also have somebody coming back towards you to confess maybe something that they've done. Maybe they view you as this beautiful soul and they're at a breaking point. Could be for some as well. I do feel like you'll have a lot of different soulmates coming in or ushering in new energy. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who is brand new on this path to experiencing the spiritual aspect of life. Yeah, I do feel like you're going to be getting a lot of mixed signals, and I feel like from the universe, or they're going to seem like, yeah, it's that new foundation that Spirit's trying to pull in and divine feminine energy. So you're being nurtured right now by Spirit. You may kind of feel a little confused about the signs and the synchronicities and things that are coming in. You could be bombarded with them and not understand them at all. Just know this is the beginning of an awakening. That energy coming in, I feel like don't worry much. I feel like you're being protected. You're being watched over. You're being nurtured as you go through to create this really strong foundation to build upon. And in order to get to that strong foundation, a lot of times there needs to be a tower moment. So some of you, and I'm not saying this to get you upset or nervous or scared, these tower moments can be really fast, and it can be in one specific area of life, or it can be a complete breakdown and rebuild. Okay, we're not talking about it just to be, to scare anyone. I feel like once you get miles from where you've been, I feel like you'll really appreciate the breakdown and the rebuild. But some of you might be getting ready to go into this whole beginning spiritual awakening. It's really beautiful, and I feel like you have big things coming for you, and it's going to be a really beautiful journey, and one that you'll be really thankful for once you get a couple miles down the road. Let's see. All right, I've got one more deck. You can reach out. If you have questions, reach out in the spiritual community, ask those questions, see if you can find a teacher or someone that might be able to help you. If you have spiritual questions, I feel like you know what to look for. I did kind of explain the type of person that you should look for when it comes to a spiritual teacher. This is someone who's not standing in ego, not trying to make you feel small or look small because you're just starting out. This is someone who will look at you like an equal, and you're on the path just as much as they are on the path, whether you're new or not. Okay? All right, let's see. Yeah, I hear there's a humbleness, and you'll find that. All right. I hear find yourself a humble teacher. All right, the stork. So we have transformation, new beginnings, and we have the end. Every end is a new begin again. Transformation, loss, sadness. Okay, so this is a heart situation. You may have a relationship that breaks down. You could be this feminine energy or a nurturer, or you could be dealing with one. We do have the clouds, and it was in reverse. I feel like you could be seeing very clearly why a situation had to break down. I feel like, before I speak on it, I hear, yes, this had to break down. And I feel like somebody could be grieving the loss of a relationship, or one that they felt they were going to be secure in for the rest of their lives. Like maybe you got married to this person, or one that where you just thought you were going to have this partner for life. I feel like there's an absolute depth of sadness that you feel like you might never find the right partner again. Or like this person will move on and they'll be happy and they'll find someone, but maybe you won't be able to do that. I feel like, you felt comfortable with this person. You had dropped anchor with this person, and you thought you were going to be safe with them for the rest, like to have that person to walk through this lifetime with. And I feel like you tried your best to nurture this person, and maybe you're feeling like it wasn't enough. Just know that it was enough. Just know that there's nothing you did wrong. I feel like Spirit is almost kind of saying that they had to break this down for new growth. there may be a new commitment coming in. I feel like you could have, I want to say, transitioned out of this relationship maybe quite a while ago and have done some healing work. Maybe you're just at that point where you feel like you're good all on your own and maybe there'll never be anybody. And you're at the point now where you're like, I'm okay with that. Trust me, I get you. Like, that's where I'm at. So I get this energy. If this is you and you're at a place where, you know, you've been single for a while, you have, you know, you've got your own thing, you're living your own life, you're secure in the fact that it might just be you, you might not find somebody else. I feel like this is kind of the energy where crazy things happen. It's like you're secure in that. You've dropped anchor. You're good with where you're at. I feel like you may be getting some type of information or communication from someone who's really shy or really nervous to reach out to you, but this person really wants a commitment with you. I feel like this is going to be a big surprise. This is very interesting energy. It's not very often that I feel like my energy kind of, or pieces of my energy come up in readings, but that's definitely a piece of my energy. Strange. Because I was just thinking this the other day, like, I'm okay if nothing comes in for me. Like, it's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, the birds. Gossip, a small problem, excitement, anxiety. I feel like I hear all of the above. So I feel like there's this energy of, you know, there may be gossip going on behind the scenes about this mouse person who's coming towards you. There's probably excitement and anxiety and restlessness and a bunch of chatter going on. And maybe the small problems are just the fact that this person is so nervous about maybe, I don't know, handing you a letter or sending you how they're feeling and maybe giving you the opportunity to say yes or no. I feel like this person wants to nurture you. They want to protect you. They want to keep you safe. I feel like this person is really trying to have their courage, and I feel like they're going from a mouse to a bear. So it's like from feeling small to feeling big and strong. So I feel like this person's really kind of boosting themselves up. Yeah, there's an innocence here, and I feel like there's this want to grow old with someone, and I feel like this person is seeing you, collective, and I feel like they're looking at you as you would be the person that they'd want to grow old with. I feel like there's some type of peace that you offer this person that they can't find elsewhere, or they haven't found elsewhere, or they see it in you and it's just right. I feel like whatever it is about you, it's just right. I'm hearing something like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's like you're that right porridge, whatever that is. I feel like the key is the answer. So I feel like the worst thing you could do is keep this person waiting when it comes to an answer. I feel like when this person kind of, because they're so nervous, because they're so anxious, and I feel like because this person is such a good person, when you get this information from this person, try to act as quickly as you can with a decision. I feel like so this person doesn't suffer an anxiety, because as soon as they send that off, they're going to start with the panic attacks. Like, you know, I just feel like this person's really going to be, yeah, it's like you're their wish, you're that hope, that dream for the future, that goal in life is to be with you and make something with you. And I feel like they've tried to be really clever about how they could kind of come towards you, still be cautious, but still get to where they want to go. And I feel like they're going to be feeling really lucky soon, because I feel like this is someone you'd actually say yes to. I feel like this is someone who's got the right stuff, whatever that is. I feel like this person wants to show you off, wants to kind of take you out into public and wants you to be their person. They want to have a home with you and create that home and that comfort with you. They want to take that action step and really make it possible. They want to explore this life with you. They may want to have children with you, or they already have children and they want to kind of bring that situation together. Or you could just be pet parents together. I don't know, whatever floats your boat, whatever feels right for you. They're just hoping that this doesn't turn into a tower moment and all their dreams get crushed. I don't feel like it will be. Yeah, I feel like this is going to come as such a surprise to you. I'm kind of drawn to keep going back to the beginning because I feel like you've actually just accepted that this is where you're going to be and you're okay with it. And I feel like it's not even a sad thing anymore. It's like, I'm good in my own energy. I feel confident. I feel comfortable. I've created in my life, or I'm still creating. And it's like, I don't need the extra. If it comes along, that's great. But I feel like maybe even you've just gotten to the point where you're like, well, I'm probably not going to find somebody at this point. And I feel like you're probably really, really wrong because I feel like it's coming in, which is really, really sweet. I feel like you've got a really sweet person coming in. Maybe somebody who is quiet at first, but once they get to know you, I feel like they have tons to talk about. And I feel like you'll have a lot in common. And I feel like you'll be able to share lots of laughs and make lots of memories. I'm seeing all sorts of things just kind of pop in. And I feel like this person's already got a whole bunch of things in their mind that they can't wait to experience with you. Really sweet energy. I love that. All right, collective, your initials, their initials. All right, I could pour it, but I'm not. Let's see what we have. I keep hearing zinnia. I don't know if that's a name. Is that a flower? I don't know. Maybe it's a name and a flower. Could be for someone. I heard tall. I don't know if somebody coming towards you is tall. Could be for some. I hear the name Gage again. I think I heard that one yesterday or the day before. I hear Phoebe. I hear Ed. I hear Amanda. Max. I hear the name Luna. That could be a pet or it could be a person. I hear the name Mitch or Mitchell. Oh, I heard Tanya and I was like, but where's the T? And there it is. I hear Nate and Nikki. I hear Donnie. I also hear the name Dennis. Christian. I hear Mimi. So I don't know if that's a nickname. I also hear Cece. And I hear Sissy. So I don't know if that's somebody's nickname. OMWRMWCADC. All right. Let's see what we have for the collective. All right. We have the ancestor and the broom. What is that one? I can't even see what this is. It's so small. Oh, it's a mouse. Okay. The last reading with the mouse, I feel like that person is trying to show up. They're small, but they're showing up. I feel like, you know what's really funny? I feel like this person has Emperor or Empress energy that's showing up, this mouse. I feel like they've really got what it takes, but they don't boast or brag about it. I really love that. I feel like you do have somebody coming in. If the last reading was for you or it felt right, you definitely have this person coming in, and they are a very powerful person. They just don't show up that way. They don't look at themselves in like that ego way. I feel like they have a ton of sweetness to offer you. I really love that. And peace. They kind of want to bring peace in. This person may have been moving slow when it comes to getting to you, but I feel like they're getting there. I hear the knight riding the turtle. So I know I said that in the very beginning when I first started doing the readings. It's like this knight is really looking to come towards you, but they're just, you know, they didn't get to ride the horse. They had to ride the turtle. So they'll get there, just it might take a little longer. We do have spirit looking over all of these situations, and we do have a masculine ancestor here. This could be a grandfather, this could be a father, this could be crossed over uncles or family friends that watch over you, or past ancestors that you don't know as you're walking through this life, but you knew them in spirit. Yes, we have two. It could be like a father and a grandfather coming towards. I feel like they're trying to help you clean things up and step forward. I don't know if you have to clean up a mess you've made in this life, but I feel like they're encouraging you to do so. Or clean up your act could be another one. Or they're encouraging someone to clean up their act to step towards you, collective. Your ancestors and guides could be on the case trying to get your person ready for you. I do feel like this has to do with love, and more than likely a spiritual love at that. Okay, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.